You're listening to Soap Dirt, the latest in television entertainment news.
Hey there, Days of Our Lives fans. It's Belinda from Soap Dirt, and I've got your full roster of weekly spoilers from Monday, August 28th, all the way through Friday, September 1st. We have a bunch of people coming to Salem for Victor's funeral, which we now know is going to kick off on September 7th, the following week. All right, we're going to dig in right now. Monday, August 28th is season 58, episode 246 of Days of Our Lives, and we have Kate Roberts really worried about her son, Rex Brady. She thinks that Sarah is going to break his heart. I think she's right. And remember, Sarah and Rex are now engaged because when she heard that Xander had proposed to Chloe, she immediately called Rex and said, okay, let's get married. And Rex is about to be collateral damage. But before we feel too sorry about Rex, remember, he cheated on her with Mimi Lockhart. So I'm going to call it karma. We also have pregnant Sarah collapsing, and she's got to be rushed to the hospital. However, she is not in labor yet. That will be the following week. I've already seen some of the spoilers. We also have Chloe Lane completely shocked to see Philip Kiriakis in Salem. He showed up late last week, and then they're going to have a little bit of scenes last week, and then it's going to pick up full in force on Monday. So our final cliffhanger moments on Friday might be where she sees him and gasps. But what Philip is going to see that might cause him to gasp is Chloe has a ring on her finger. She is engaged to Xander. We also have Shawn Brady deep in the bottle, deep in a drinking problem. He is spiraling out. He's in denial, and a lot of people try and get him to get help, and he is actively refusing. All right, before we dig into the Tuesday spoilers, if you haven't already, please reach down, click subscribe so you don't miss any of our Days of Our Lives spoilers, updates, and more. Okay, Tuesday, August 29th in Salem is episode 247. Brady Black also finds out that Philip Kiriakis is alive and that he set him up for a murder rap. Brady is going to be understandably miffed that Philip is not dead. He might pull off his fake leg and beat him to death with it, since that is what was the evidence. Remember that framed Brady. Philip left his prosthetic limb in a place that worked out evidentiarily to frame Brady. It was pretty clever. Philip is going to give a sincere apology to Brady this week and explain that he was out of his mind with jealousy and was mentally unstable, etc. All right, Tuesday, we see Shawn Brady at absolute rock bottom. Rafe and Jada get some news from Paulina Price, and it is going to impact them. So Paulina is right now interim mayor. Abe appointed her, and I know she is going to want Rafe back as police commissioner because Shawn Brady is spiraling into addiction issues, and he cannot be the top cop in Salem. But what I'm also wondering is, because Rafe and Jada are involved and Paulina knows this, is she going to scrap that fraternization rule that Abe put in? Because Rafe might say, I don't know about this. I do think she's going to make the job offer, but based on spoilers for later in the week, we're going to find out his answer. Also on Tuesday, Steve Johnson is giving Abe Carver some advice, and Abe wants to ask out Paulina on a date, and so Steve is weighing in on that. All right, midweek on Days of Our Lives, Wednesday, August 30th, season 58, episode 248. Little Leo Stark is back from Iceland, and he runs into Sonny Kiriakis in downtown Salem. I wonder if Sonny is going to be able to smell the scheme all over Leo. I mean, if Leo isn't throwing himself at Sonny, then Sonny might be suspicious, right? We also have Gabi Hernandez and Stefan DiMera looking into something midweek, and I'm sure it's Dimitri von Leuschner and the guy who's in town. Of course, Kristen lied and said it was about Rachel's school, but they'll find out soon enough that Dimitri got married for money, and then it's going to be a very short stroll to figure out that Dimitri is cheating on and scheming scheming against Gwen. We also have Alex Kiriakis feeling very guilty after the reveal of Victor Kiriakis' death. I don't know if this is about his issues with Maggie that kind of caused some issues with Victor. Everybody's feeling guilty about this, but I think there's going to be more secrets come out. Like, for instance, where Victor was in the 3 days from when he left Bo and Hope and when his plane crashed. There's time missing, and there are some spoilers hinting at some more intrigue to come. We also have Dimitri von Leuschner desperately trying to prove that his marriage is legit on Wednesday, and I'm sure it is the von Leuschner lawyer who is raising questions before he gives them that gigantic whopping check that he brought with him to town that Kristen already tried to get out of the lawyer's pocket. All right, Thursday, August 31st on Days of Our Lives is episode 249 of the current season. And we have Brady Black telling Brady, hey, do not file charges against Philip for framing you for murder. Brady wants to. Belle is going to advise him not to, for a couple of reasons. One is that Philip was struggling with mental health issues. And, you know, Belle definitely considers Philip a good friend, sometimes more. And maybe she's just going to say, this is not the time for this. The Kiriakis family needs to pull together for this funeral. And Philip was struggling with legitimate mental health issues. We also have Leo coming up with a plan on Thursday, and Dimitri is not too sure about it. And we have Xander completely stunned by what he finds out about Philip. I'm assuming that it's first that he's alive and second that he framed Brady. And I have to wonder, since Xander and Chloe are engaged, is Xander his next target? Should he be on high alert? Is Philip going to come unhinged again? We also have Gabi and Stefan continuing to poke around into something, and I'm sure it's the money matters related to DVL and his marriage. All right, before we dig into Friday spoilers, if you enjoyed these, please click a like. Definitely drop your comments below. I read every comment. I appreciate every single one of them. And click subscribe if you haven't already so you don't miss any of our day's updates, and this really helps the channel. We appreciate you. All right, Friday, September 1st is season 58, episode 250 of Days of Our Lives, and Brady is surprised by a visitor. Well, you might think that that's about Philip, but I don't think so, because Teresa Donovan is back. Jen Lilly is reprising the role of Teresa, and she is back the week of August 28th. I don't have a specific date yet, but I don't think Brady would be surprised to see Philip, but I think his jaw would drop to see the mother of his son, Tate. We also have guest star Dick Van Dyke debuting as an amnesiac on Friday, September 1st. And Dick Van Dyke is a gym buddy of Drake Hogestyn, who plays John Black. And he asked him, hey, do you have any roles on Days of Our Lives for old guys? And so they wrote him one, which is super classy. I love Dick Van Dyke. I remember when I was younger watching like TV Land, black and white reruns of the Dick Van Dyke Show. And he was so funny. And of course, you know, from Night at the Museum, you know, he is just a legend. And so I'm super excited to see exactly what they do with him. And I hope they use him very cleverly. All right, we have Shawn on Friday trying to make things right. I don't know how he can, but he's going to try, and we see Rafe making a decision about his career. Simply based on spoilers I have seen for the week of September 4th, I do think Rafe is back on the job, but maybe he'll make it a condition that Paulina has to revoke the anti-fraternization policy so that he can keep seeing Jada. We shall see. That's everything we have. Drop your comments below. Come back soon for more on Days of Our Lives. Thanks for listening, guys. This is Belinda from Soap Dirt.
Thank you for being a loyal listener. Follow us wherever you get your podcast, because you don't want to miss the next episode. Soap Dirt is on all the major podcast platforms, including Apple Podcast, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and more.